Gilmore. How are you?
Oh,
So we're just, doing a mic check to make sure everything is good. I don't know if you know about my mic checks, but just follow my flow, okay? Microphone check 1, microphone check 2, 3.
Microphone check 1, microphone check 2, 3.
All right. All right. You added a little spice to it. Okay.
Well, the season, anytime you're transitioning, especially the older you are, it seems like it's a little harder because you are kind of stuck in your ways. You're used to your rhythm. You're used to certain things a certain way. And so it's almost like a change is a disruption of what you're familiar with. So, I mean, it's kind of like a bittersweet thing. It's like you love the change, but the change sometimes can be a little challenging just because we're used to what we're used to, So it's change is good though. It's really good. But sometimes you hold on. And the Lord's telling you let go and move forward. And so we just got to kind of be obedient and just have the courage to do so. What would I say to my husband about this season that I am? Baby, just be patient with me. But he's always been super supportive, and I think sometimes when you change, there's fear, there's a little hesitation, and sometimes you are not sure about things. So I would just say, just continue to be patient as you've always been with me. So this season is kind of hard for my family because they're used to me being around, and since I'm moving to a whole different town, they can't come by and get treatment and get the things that they want to. I just say, I'm still here for you. I'm just an hour and some change down the road. So I'm still here and still love you guys and will still be available whenever you need me. What will I say to my patients during this season is thank you. First of all, I would like to thank them for just all of the support and the love, and just, I'm honored that my patients have allowed me to be a part of their lives and actually allow me to treat them throughout the years. And I would just say that I'm still available to guide you in any way that I have. And the book that I've written is truly because of my patients and my friends, and I wanted to leave a legacy because I know that a lot of chiropractors or doctors do not do the same things that I do. So what I want to do is empower my patients. Dr. Gilmore may not be in town anymore, but open that book, hear my words that I've been saying for years and years about being healthy and so on and so forth, and look at the book and learn how to muscle test. Learn how to surrogate muscle test so that you can empower yourselves. What will I say to Renee Gilmore during this season? I would say don't be so hard on yourself. I'm incredibly critical of myself. I want things to go a certain way, and if it doesn't go a certain way, and sometimes I overthink things, and I'm just super hard on myself. So I'm just saying, just ride the wave. Be patient with myself, and just honor myself and just feel what you feel and then snap out of it and do what you got to do. What would I say to my sweet dear mother during this season? Thank you for making me, see, I'm about to get emotional. I would just say, the reason why I am who I am is because of her. And I would just say thank you for being such an incredible woman, an incredible example. And I'm just so grateful because many people don't have the opportunity, or sometimes don't have the support or have that powerful person like I had in my life. So I would just thank her. If she was here, I would just give her a big hug, and she would just be so happy that I'm, doing a different phase, and she would be encouraging me and pushing me and saying, come on, you can do it, So I would just say thank you. You know.
Father God, we just thank you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this beautiful woman who I am going to be introducing to the world. Thank you as we sit inside of her chiropractor practice and as she's getting ready to transition on to the next. We thank you for this last prayer in this office. Many prayers have gone down in this office. Many prayers, not just by me, but by my mother and other individuals who only wanted to see this woman succeed. And we see the prayers have been answered. So God, as she prepares to transition to the next, let it be a symbolism of just a transition that we all need to do, whether physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Let her remember all the lives she's touched through these hands in this office. God, we just thank you for her next and for the elevation. Now be with this conversation. I pray that everyone will hear you through her words and not her, and just be blessed by her beautiful spirit. Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can ask or think, because your power is at work within us. In Christ Jesus we pray. Amen. Hello everyone, this is Janet Cape with the Social Life Production, where we are connecting the world through faith, culture, and entertainment. As I say with all of my conversations, because it's true, I mean it, because I have dope people on this platform, beautiful people on this platform. Today, I want to introduce you guys to an amazing woman. What is this amazing woman name?
I am Dr. Renee Gilmore.
Hello.
That introduction.
Yes.
I
mean every bit of it, because she is amazing. And as we are coming towards the end of Women's History Month, this beautiful woman has created history. You have changed lives. And she's in transition to the next. And so I figured, what better way to end Women's History Month than to feature you in your practice. So before I introduce her real quickly, my name, like I said, is Janet Cape. This platform, a social life production, the mission is connecting the world through faith, culture, and entertainment. We do that through many avenues, but primarily, regardless of what we do, it's a form of storytelling. Of course, this interview, this platform, YouTube, Instagram, however you're watching it, it's a method to see stories. And today, this story is not only going to inspire you, it's going to empower you, and it will also give you tools that you need as it relates to your health, right? So we're going to introduce, I'm going to allow her to introduce herself. Dr. Gilmore, tell the people who don't know you and who do know you, who you are and what you do.
I feel like you don't have to interview me after all of that. Yeah. I'm done. No. But my name is Dr. Renee Gilmore. I'm a chiropractic physician for over 27 years. And you asked that question, because a lot of times when you say who you are, you say what you do.
Right.
But the reason I do what I do is because who I am.
Alrighty. Okay. She preaching already, y'all.
So, as a chiropractic physician, I've owned Total Touch Chiropractic Wellness Center for 25 years here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I have decided to transition to Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm still going to be doing chiropractic, but I'm not going to own the facility. I'm still going to have Total Touch, but I will only be seeing patients maybe once a month.
Right.
But I have been pushed to help people more on a global level. Right?
Yes.
So I tried to figure out, okay, so how can I help my patients even when I'm not here?
Right.
So I've written a book. It's called Should You Eat It? And it's a revolutionary tool to help you choose the foods that you need. And I feel like that is so important. My passion as a chiropractor and as an individual is to service people and to also help them be the healthiest person that they can be.
Right.
Right? So we need tools. because with all of the social media and all of the different platforms and information that we have out there, healthcare has gotten so confusing.
Very.
Even for the providers, because I read different research studies and it says one thing and then it says another thing, and it's like, okay, what is it? So the tool that I'm giving you is for us to trust ourselves. Okay, so with AI and all the different types of technology that we have, the most incredible thing on this earth is our bodies. The intricacies of how it works is just incredible, and we're still learning things.
Right.
So how come we're not trusting our bodies? How come we are always looking on the outside for the answers instead of tapping in and believing what our innate, what our energy, what our spirit is telling us?
Right.
So that's what the book is about. It's about muscle testing and allowing your body to tell you what is going on with it, what makes it weak, what makes it strong.
Right.
So this is what I'm leaving to this is my legacy.
Yes.
That I'm leaving here in Charlotte and for everyone else.
Yeah.
Because I treat other people besides my Charlotte people. I have people come from different actually states that come in, and so I've impacted people across there. But now, it's going to be global. I want it to be revolutionary because this book should be in every single person's household.
Right.
And you can teach your kids. We could start off with the babies.
Right.
So.
There's so much more to come to that. We're going to go deeper into that. But thank you for including that in your introduction, because it's a part of who you are, and that you can hear and see the passion from it. But I don't want us to forget key important people in the introduction as it relates to your family. Yeah. Because they are a part of who you are and why you are, absolutely. Right? So if you want to just do a quick shout out and just whatever you want to say, not the whole family, but those key people.
Well, of course, I have to give a shout out to my parents. My mother, unfortunately, she has passed on, but her spirit still lives within me, and I'm the woman who I am because of her. So I'm still gonna give Mama a shout out to you.
For sure.
I love you. And then my dad, who is so strong and encouraging and loving, and I gotta give a shout out to my dad and my siblings, my sister and my brother, and all my host of nieces and nephews. The family has been incredible. We've always been a close-knit family. Right. And when you have a close-knit family, it just helps you to grow. It
really does.
So.
It's beautiful. It makes a difference. But in addition to that, there's one key person that really rocks with you. Like tight.
Call
him a purpose partner.
For sure. My husband. Last but not least.
Right.
Last but not least. This incredible man has been so supportive. My baby, and I've just been so blessed for him to be a part of really, truly my other half. Right. And he's allowed me to be who I am, and support me when I'm feeling like I'm not who I am. Right. It's beautiful. But yes, my husband Malik, he's just an incredible man, and I love him, and I definitely shout out to you, baby. Yes. Love it. All right.
Well, that was a great introduction and great shout out as well. So today I just want to highlight who you are and what you do, because when I say you created history, you've literally created history. She's literally saved lives. I remember growing up, and in my early years, I was not a fan of a chiropractor. All I think about is them cracking my neck, and ignorance, obviously, but that's what I thought. But your business name is Total Touch. Chiropractor and Wellness Center, right? What is it about the Gilmore Touch? I don't want to talk about the name of the practice, but as a woman, we're going to get into the conversations as it relates to a woman, but specifically the woman, the person of Dr. Gilmore. Yes, you're a chiropractor, but you're a touch. Of course, it's more than just your physical hands. It's you. What is it about Gilmore Touch that's special?
So you felt that in the name, didn't you? You felt that. No, but seriously, really, 27 years ago when I created like the whole concept of either Total Touch or Gilmore Touch, the concept was birthed on when a person comes to my facility, they're going to be touched like no other place. You know, whether it's touched by either hands-on or touched by the spirit of what's in the office. But when you come in here, you're going to be touched in a different way than any other place. So it's either the Total Touch or the Gilmore Touch, either or. You're gonna be touched, and you're gonna be different when you leave.
Right, right. And there's a lot of faith filled in this place. My mother is no longer here as well as year 7. Yes. I think they're probably watching you. My mom and your mom playing. Like, look at our girl. But my mom, and including me, she will always pray in this place.
Yes.
Always pray in this place. Yes. And when you speak about that touch, you know, it's God sending women of faith to hold your arms up, you know, the word like hold your arms up to help you through.
Right.
And it shows, right? Because you'll come in this office every appointment, and I can tell if maybe, you know, your energy isn't like the same, but it's always at a level of excellence and joy. You want to make sure your patients feel that touch, even when you don't have it.
Right.
Right. So I just love the Gilmore Touch. And now in this transition of your life, Total Touch Chiropractor Wellness Center is still the same, but you're now pushing forth more of Gilmore Touch, which is an LLC, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. We're gonna get more into that. I just wanted to start it off by the Gilmore Touch because she's special. It's a special touch, and the world is definitely about to see it with what you are building and birthing. When you think about the woman, but just the role of the woman itself, and the special place. And the role that we play as women in society, kind of link it to the role that you've played with what you do. What is it that you want people to know that's unique about women, and why are we celebrated for a whole month?
I mean, we really have to focus on the fact that women are nurturers.
There we go.
We are, I mean, that's who we are, that feminine energy. That's we want to help people, you know, and so, I mean, that is who we are. Although you are a business owner, or, you know, you might be a high executive or what have you. By nature, most women, you know, we like to nourish.
Right.
So, so whatever and that's why it's different when a woman puts their hands on certain things. You know, like,
it's a different touch.
It's a different touch too. And men know that. They want a woman's touch.
They do. Going even deeper than that, and I don't want to make you emotional, so if you feel emotional, you don't want to go too much in reference to your mom, you don't have to, but just, I know when we were doing, we met a week ago or 2 weeks ago, we were talking about just seasons and how, you know, your mom was the matriarch of your family, and just the significance of that, and in this season and the legacy you're carrying out. Because I didn't know your mom personally, I just knew her from when I came in here, but it don't take more than 5 seconds to feel her spirit, right? And
she always give you a hug,
right. But just like my mom, what I saw in your mom is she's a sweetheart, but she ain't playing with you now.
Absolutely.
But she'll still check you in love. I felt all of that. Just kind of, if you feel okay with it, talk about what that role, the role that she played as a mother, as the matriarch of the family. How are you carrying out that legacy?
And so let me also say that your mother was a matriarch too.
Oh, yeah.
And the difference is we're nurturers. You know, you have women who nourish not only their individual families, but the community or the village, as we say. And that was my mother and your mother too.
Right.
Because Lord knows she used to come in here and pray for me. Like
Yeah.
I said, she give me a hand.
How she do?
She go like this. Come on, we gonna pray. Get her oil out.
Right.
Get her oil, rub it on her hand. Grab your hands like this and pray. And she was like, how you doing?
Yeah.
What's going on? If you gonna pray.
My mama.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not about you.
But I'm just saying.
It's a part of.
So it's part of like the matriarch.
Right.
You know, the women who made us the women who we are.
Right.
And hopefully, you know, we're passing down. And I think that I can't say that I'm a matriarch, but I can say that I love to serve people. Mm-hmm. It's just natural for me just to volunteer and help and do. Mm-hmm. Naturally, whoever it is. If I see a baby over there that needs somebody's child or whatever, or someone that needs help, that's just my persona. And
I don't think the matriarch has to be someone who's the oldest in the family. I know normally that's what it is, but you carry that spirit. And I've seen how you've given people opportunities, your family opportunities. I see how you talk about your nieces and nephews and how you care for them like they're your own in support, of course, what their parents provide. But you have that spirit without even knowing your whole makeup as it relates to family dynamics. So you're a matriarch in my eyes. But even more than that, outside of your family, like you said, it's community and the role of a woman to nourish, give fruit, like just feed us, right? And I said fruit because fruit gives you life. It's healthy. It's nourishing. And what you've done at this practice and even outside the practice, it has given us life. I will never forget, I tell people all the time, my mom, I think she's had 2 back surgeries, and I remember for the third one, she was like, I am not having, nobody else is cutting on me, right? So you told her to come in and, just give it a try. And through your hands, these hands, my mom didn't need surgery.
Yeah, that was awesome. To tell you the story, we used to be in prayer together.
Right? Yeah, 6 o'clock prayer.
6 o'clock a.m. prayer, and she used to pray all the time, oh Lord, about her back. And I used to say, one day, because I was telling her about chiropractic, and I think that her doctor told her not to go to a chiropractor. Yeah, because the doctors don't like, And then I told her, I said, sometimes when we pray our answers don't come the way that we expect them.
Okay.
And that, she was like, And then she started coming to the office, and it was history. Right. Ever since then, it was over.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Right. And then I remember years ago, because I started coming in my early 20s, I got in a car accident, and my mom was like, oh, you should go see Dr. Gilmore. I'm like, I ain't going to chiropractor. But I've been coming ever since. Since my 20s. You ain't got to know how old I am. You speak about, again, the Gilmore Touch, and that's why this conversation is called the Gilmore Touch. I didn't say that at the beginning, but we're featuring women, but women have a special touch. But every touch is different. Yes. This touch right here is Gilmore Touch.
Yes, the Gilmore Touch.
It's like no other touch.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to get to the holistic health portion of it. The thing I like about this office, not just this office, but this woman here, Gilmore Touch, Dr. Gilmore, is because she's not going to drug you up. You do encourage us to go and, see our primary care doctors or whatever, but you always research to see, is there another way? Is there another solution? Right. And then the supplements that she have, they are all healthy and natural, that can replace some of the medication or even over-the-counter, vitamins that one can buy. Talk about your holistic approach to care, because you don't have to do all this extra stuff you're doing. Other chiropractors, they crack your back and send you on, but you go above and beyond. Why?
Because it's important to get to the root cause. In order to cure anything or to help anything or to have any kind of improvement, is to get to the root cause.
Right.
Whatever your disease or your illness or whatever your problem is, keep trying to find what the root cause of it, because there is a root cause.
Right.
And once you find the root cause, boom, you have a solution.
Right.
Permanent cure.
Right. Right.
Because you know what to do. So I'm always striving to find out what is the root cause and try to give people information if I don't have it.
Right.
If I don't, certain type of resources, whatever the disease or illness or issue or injury may be, let's figure it out together. So first and foremost, we know a healthy diet, but Do you want me to go on into the diet and the muscle testing?
Yeah, we're speaking about holistic health.
Okay,
now.
so what I have found is that we're always seeking externally for things. And there's so many different diets. There's keto, there's vegan, there's pescatarian, there's, raw food diet, paleo, Mediterranean, intermittent fasting for that. All of it's good. All of it can be good. But what you have to identify and what you have to find out is what is good for your body.
Right.
What is specifically good for your body.
Right.
Because not everything is not a one size fit all,
right,
or a one diet fit all.
Right.
Because we're dynamic. It changes. Are you stressed today? Did you get proper rest? Are you dehydrated?
Right.
So what are the nutrients that you need today? That might change. So with muscle testing, it's dynamic. It's either going to tell your body is going to strengthen it or it's going to weaken it. So what are you going to do? Are you going to strengthen your body or are you going to weaken it? Point blank. So it's a skill set and you just have to learn it and get used to it. And I can foresee like muscle testing parties.
Bring awareness, because to be honest, I didn't know nothing about that until I came here. And then one time I went to massage therapists, and then they were doing it, but I was familiar with it. But I remember when you first did it, I'm like, what is this? What is muscle testing? Okay, yeah, but what is it? Okay, but what do you mean my body knows? And so I want to go a little bit deeper for those people like me who was like, this is weird, this is creepy, but you can say or think whatever you want. It's legit as it relates to the proper medication to take, supplements to take, foods to eat. You put a video out of me. We did muscle testing in the grocery store, Whole Foods, healthy foods. Yeah. My body rejected, right? So can you talk about exactly what does muscle testing mean? You say that, but what does that mean?
So muscle testing, okay. So first of all, don't think Western medicine. Think more Eastern medicine when they deal with energy. Everything is energy. Our bodies are made up of energy. Everything, foods, supplements is all energy. So with energy, you're able to tap into your energy field, and then whatever supplement, whatever food is an energy too. And you just ask the body, basically with your arm, you can use whatever extremity that you want. It sounds
weird, but it works.
Right? A muscle test with that energy in front of your energy, and it either will strengthen your body or weaken your body. Now, there's been other stuff like applied kinesiologies. There's schools on this, and also Dr. David Dawkins, Dr. David Hawkins, he did a whole several series of books, and he talked about power versus force, and he even talks about thoughts. He was a psychiatrist, and certain thoughts made people have certain psychological issues. He talked about the music that can weaken you. He talked about thoughts that can weaken you.
Wow.
So over the last 27 years, what I found is that statistics are getting worse and worse in terms of healthcare. Diabetes, 34 million people in America. They're talking about cancer. 1 out of 3 people in the next 15 years is going to have cancer. So we have all of this technology and all of these different things out here, but yet we're beginning to have all of these autoimmune diseases, cancer, diabetes, obesity, and we're doing all of these different things from the outside, and we're not really getting the results that we should.
Right.
So why not tap into ourselves?
Right.
And then simply put that energy field in front of our energy field and see whether or not it's going to weaken or strengthen it.
Right.
And if it makes you go weak, and you're not even consuming it, imagine when you consume it, what it's
right.
So that's why muscle testing is important. And I'll also give you an example, for instance. You have babies who drink different formulas, and sometimes the formulas don't agree with them. Imagine if you can surrogate muscle test to choose the right formula before trying all these different ones and the baby having different side effects.
That is
so
interesting.
Muscle testing. And I also had the question of, someone was just kind of playing devil's advocate. One of my friends, well, Dr. Gilmore, what if I'm on this medication and I need this medication? I said, well, let's muscle test and find the right medication. Because many times what happens, let's try this medication.
Right.
You have a side effect on that. Let's try this medication.
Right.
Okay, so let's find whatever your condition is that you need this medication for right now. Let's find the best choice, because there's more than one medication.
Right.
What is the right thing for your body? Take the guesswork out of it and allow your body to tell you what it is that you need.
And just from a testimonials standpoint, it is extremely true. It works. Because, like, for instance, let's say vitamin D. I bought some vitamin D supplements over the counter. You muscle test me, and I went real weak on that, right? And so you tried about maybe 2 or 3 of the natural ones that you sell. Maybe one didn't work. The other one was kind of okay, but then the one that I'm on now is strong. Even deeper than that, you can muscle test to determine the dosage.
Yes.
It is really, I'm just being honest from my perspective, it is really freaky because it works. I say, you know what? Can I bring a man in here, muscle test him? Is it man for me? Seriously, does it work on people? Anyway, but no, it's life changing.
Yes,
it really is.
It is.
I really wish I could take you with me to the grocery store, but that's why you have the book.
That's why I have the book, and we can start shopping with family and friends
Right,
together, holding
right.
one another accountable.
Right.
You know how we do
Right.
when we're on whatever journey. It's good to have
Right.
an accountability partner.
Right.
So initially, why not have someone with you, muscle test, so that you can get the right foods for your body? Because I actually just did a video the day before yesterday of someone that was vegan, and we muscle tested some things. And
what she thought, or he or she thought was good.
yes, and muscle tested week. But what I want to also tell people is that don't feel like this is the end all be all. One, you can find a substitute. Or 2, it could be right now, your body that's not something that your body needs to consume right now.
Right.
For whatever condition that the body's in at this point in time, this is something that you don't need. So,
okay.
yes.
Well, you know what? Do you mind if we do a little demonstration for the people?
Glad you know. Sure, I always come prepared.
Put my little card up. Listen, you have some goodies there.
I have some goodies. So I actually just did an event. Right?
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah,
You're going to put it back closer?
So I have a bag right here.
Okay.
And these are some of the things that I use. It freaks people out there too.
I mean, but it works.
Yeah.
It
was a health fair that I was invited to.
And I think it's good that we start with sugar because I am a sucker for sweets.
Most people. It's addictive.
But I'm a little... Yeah. Anyway, go on.
So this
okay.
So this is raw cane sugar and it's organic.
So it's supposed to be healthy.
A healthier choice. So this is energy. She's energy. We're going to put this against your chest.
Okay.
Right? And we're going to utilize your arm as the barometer.
All right.
Okay, so let's do without. Okay.
Okay.
So first, resist.
And can you kind of explain that so they can understand what you're doing with that part?
So with this part, all I'm doing is having her to resist a strong arm.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an indication that the energy
is good.
Is good.
Okay.
Right?
Oop, the sugar wasting. All right, that's fine.
And so now what we're doing is we're matching the energy and we're testing the body with the arm to see if she still stays strong and
You
resist.
better be strong. Well, it's not as weak as the bad sugar. So if I'm gonna eat sugar, I gotta get this.
I don't know.
Okay, all right, get out.
That's and it's up to the individual.
Yeah, no,
like
of course.
if you want to do.
And the only reason why I say that because sometimes you'll test me, and my arm will literally go way down versus kind of halfway.
Still went down. So
no,
this is organic honey.
Okay.
Okay, this is supposed to be a better choice.
Okay.
Let's see if it's a better choice for you.
All right.
So resist with your arm. See if your energy is still strong.
Oh, and I love honey.
So,
of course, what brand is this?
and that's just
You see, I've been spending so much money on the raw honey, and this is. Where you buy this?
no, we're trying to
Well,
get
right. But I know honey is good, all right.
And then we just have the regular old Dominoes. Remember this
I
back in the day?
Yeah, I bake with this
stuff.
sugar.
Yes. Hold on. Resist.
You see how much more weaker it is than the other sugar? So when I go to the restaurant, I'm going to ask if they have organic sugar. I need pastries with organic sugar. You want to try one more? What about the water? That's supposed to be good for you.
I have some water up here.
It's
and
organic?
This is just organic, natural spring water that I picked up.
All right, better be good. This is the water I'm supposed to drink today.
Okay, hold.
Okay.
And that's strong. Spring water. I have other water, but that's the only water.
Yeah, but I think
there's different kinds of water that you can muscle test to see. And that was the other thing at the health fair that I was at. I had different types of water. I had La Blue, Deer Park, Pellegrino.
Right.
And it was interesting because everybody was different.
Right.
You know, but there was one particular water that I was surprised that I drink a lot. That most people were weak. I don't want to get sued. Don't plugs. But you know, the point is that you are different from me.
Right.
I may muscle test that, and I may be weak. So that's for my body.
Right.
Because I may need something different.
Right.
And so that's what we need to do: customize our health,
right,
our food, our diets.
Right.
You know, to what it is that our body needs.
Well, I think it's great, especially that we incorporated it in this interview because it's legit works. And even now to this day, it kind of freaks me out sometimes. I'm like,
you always say this?
Yeah, that's really crazy. But it works. Like, it works. Even if it doesn't matter. I think you guys get it. But no, that is what your book teaches us how to do.
So it's basically an instructional manual of how to muscle test properly and how to surrogate muscle test. And it has a little bit of the history, but I made it so that it is just quick and to the point. You know, I didn't want to go all deep and talk about the science. This is what this can help you with, and these are some of talk about the kinesiology and some of the other pioneers that also muscle test. But overall, it's quick, it's easy, it's something that you can stick in your bag, that you can look at if you're in the store, and it's just, I think, can be so empowering. Right.
Do you have pictures of people doing this in there to show us how to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yes, it's pictures in it.
Yes. Wow, I was being funny.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. Okay. No, that muscle testing, that's pretty dope. But anyway, so we're going to move on towards what's next for Dr. Gilmore. When I say what's next, that's, we spoke about transition, we spoke about seasons. So just for your patients that you are going to have in Greensboro, I know it will be limited, but like, what does this next chapter look like for Dr. Gilmore?
A whole nother level.
A
whole nother level.
Okay.
So Greensboro, be ready for me. No,
I'm hating. It's supposed to be here. I'm just kidding.
But more on a global. I think this because you know how they say you have a download. So this book is a download, but I had been procrastinating for a really long time. And then I ended up getting a mentor that pushed me, like no more excuses, just do it, you know, and I'm just so glad that I did it because there's a need for it. And so I see on the book, it says, Should I Eat It? A revolutionary tool to help your body choose the foods that it needs. And I kept saying when I was showing it to different family and friends, the title, they was like, do you want to say revolutionary? I'm like, yes. Because it needs to be revolutionary and it needs to be spread. And this could be something that I see that it can just help every single family that has questions in terms of what should I feed my kids? What should I feed myself? So in that aspect, I can see other books being written. I can see online courses and me speaking and doing other courses. And so that's why I think that I'm being shifted to not have a practice because I'm going to be doing other things.
Gotta be free.
So I'm still going to be running the office, but it's not my office. So you don't have quite the responsibility, all of the additional responsibilities of being the business owner. But you can run the office efficiently and have the team and still be able to do other things. Because as a business owner, you do it all. And I'm always, I have business hours, but I'm still always working. Always. So I think that's the reason why I need to be shifted so that I will have the space, the bandwidth to be creative, more creative, and do other things.
Right.
So I just see a global revolutionary change in what we eat and a change in our health. You know, us getting optimal health because we're eating what it is that we need to eat for our bodies.
Right.
Yes.
Amazing. And this book is a tool that will be around years when you're, for years. When you're no longer here on this earth, that tool will still be there for people to use. And this book, this is one of many. Yeah. She didn't say it, but I'm saying this is one of, actually you did say it, actually, but that's what I thought. I'm like, this is part one because there's levels to this thing. Right. So tell everyone how they can obtain this book and when.
So the book comes out March 30th.
And what's the book name again?
It's called Should You Eat It?
Oh, Should You Eat It?
A revolutionary tool to help your body choose the foods it needs.
All right. You want to say that for the people?
Okay.
Say that again. That was a good little slogan.
Should you eat it? Okay. So it's a revolutionary tool to help your body choose the foods that it needs. Mm-hmm. That's the name of the book. That's the subtitle.
All right.
Should You Eat It? That's the main title. Yeah. And so the website is shouldyoeatitbook.com.
All right. Okay.
So that's how you can get in contact. You can put in your information. It'll give you updates of what's going on.
Right.
The book will be available on Amazon on the 30th. 12 a.m. on the 30th.
Oh, y'all hear that? March 30th, 12 a.m. Set your clock, set your alarms.
Yes.
And then with social media as well, and even YouTube, because you've been putting out videos for years, but I'm assuming / hoping that you're going to increase that, right, as it relates to this next. But tell the people how they can find you on social media.
Oh, so let's see. On Instagram, Dr. Renee Gilmore. Actually, on YouTube, I'm Dr. Renee Gilmore, DC.
Okay.
And then also Facebook, I'm Dr. Renee Gilmore, Rusan.
Got you.
So it's under my name.
Yeah.
So you can reach me either or. So.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Well, in honor of Women History Month, and usually I do this at the beginning or the middle, is whenever it comes to me, but I just want to publicly, in front of the world, thank you for all that you are, all that you've been. I will want to think that I had special treatment in this office because that's how it felt, right? Like, she hooked me up. She just loves me. No, it's not special treatment because that's how you make everybody feel. I'm sure everybody can have their own story as it relates to you, that they may feel like you're just doing that for them. And I will go into details, but I won't. But you have just been amazing. The Gilmore Touch is indeed unique, and it's powerful, and it's healing. And through this book, through this next, you already know the prayers that have been prayed, so I see it. You are literally about to take off into a new era that you're not even going to recognize yourself. Like, who is this? What? I'm about to talk to who? Like, I hope you're ready. I hope you see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
And my passion is to help people.
Right.
So I think the fact that my passion and my direction and what I'm trying to do is for the people, then I think that's the reason why it's going to take off.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's not, even when I practice, I could have practiced in a certain way where I could have made a whole lot more money. But that's just was not me. I didn't feel like that I could help people the way that I wanted to help people.
Right.
And so.
And because of the way you served, right, I would say that this is a business and, it took education and all of the expertise and knowledge and research and all of the sweat you put into this. And like you said, you could have made so much more, but you have a servant heart. And through that, I know God is going to bless. Well, he already has, but he's going to bless you extremely. And I know you're still just like myself dealing with the loss of your mom, in which that's a lifelong thing, right?
Yes.
But what I also think is beautiful about this journey of grief, of transition, because it's been 7 years for me and it's still a transition. I'm like, wait, mom ain't here? Mom ain't, so still trying to wrap my mind around it. But the beauty is how we evolve.
Right.
And how through that pain, births purpose and like inspiration
Mm-hmm.
to carry out our mother's legacy.
Yes. Yes.
So
Absolutely.
I don't want to make you cry again. So stop. Prior to the conversation,
Right.
you know, we had a little moment.
emotional.
Yeah, little moment. But Dr. Gilmore, it's been a pleasure. Not only for the many years that I've been knowing you and coming to this practice, but to end this era of your office, of your practice in this conversation. It literally has been a pleasure. Thank you for the opportunity to have a conversation with you in front of the world.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
I'm honored that you allowed me to do this interview with you.
Yeah.
And allow me the platform to speak about what I've done over the past years. And all I can say is that it's never really been work for me. You know, because I love what I do and I love people.
It shows.
So I've been truly blessed, and I'm going to continue to be blessed, and I'm thankful.
Yeah.
So what I would say to my patients, to my family and friends, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am humbled, and I appreciate everything and everyone.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Gilmore.
I know.
But you can reach a Socialite production at a Socialite LIGHT production. That's on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube for now. But thank you guys for joining. More to come. To all of the beautiful women out there.
Yes.
Happy Women's History Month.
Happy Women's History Month.
Yes. All right. Take care.